Yo, you already know what it do. Price, Rob, Big Visky, Brah Migos Podcast back in the building. You already know what we up to. It's a good old NFC North predictions this weekend. You know that mean that we talking nothing but NFL. We got some WWE, some MLB, some boxing, some WNBA, and all of that right here, right now. Do you know where you at? Do you know who you're messing with? I don't know if they know who they playing with, right?
I don't think so. I don't think so either, dog.
I don't know if they know who they playing with, bro. They don't know. It's Brah Migos Podcast, like I said always. Like,
ready.
Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that magic that man is making?
You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready.
Familiar.
First only, bro. NFL. You already know. NFC North predictions. So it's been a lot going on here in the NFL lately. You know, we've been seeing things, we've been watching things happen, and we just gotta jump into it. We just gotta jump into it. Look, first off, we gonna start. Loud Packer packed up. Green Bay Packers. And you know what? That's what we gonna do today. Bisky, start us off. How do you think the pack is gonna do?
Unbiased, because I just felt like you'd be the best person to talk about Loud Pack or being packed up.
Yeah, we're gonna let you
due to my history with this Loud Pack or packed up team, sadly, I must say, I think they're gonna do quite well. Jordan Love, I think he got something. I think the Packers have found their next QB. My only question for the Packers are the wide receiving core. I really don't feel like they found that number one guy yet that can be the number one target on the team, which kind of might be a benefit because it keeps defenses guessing since they have a lot of guys they can get the ball to. Reed got to step it up for sure because you was ass on my fantasy team last year. But yeah, Reed got to step it up. But other than that, like the running game, I think it's going to be what it's going to be. I think they just going to definitely, focus on Jordan Love being the guy to get the ball out. The offensive line is holding up. I'm liking the way it looks. The defense is not bad. I think they got a pretty balanced team to really make some noise. I don't see them being the winner of the division, but I think a playoff team for sure. Sadly.
Rob, even though I know how biased you are towards one team in this division that we have not talked about yet. Biased. I will ask you, how good do you feel are the Green Bay Packers this year?
So, first of all, this whole bias thing, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any clue what you could be talking about. No, not at all. So shout out to Roger, my little brother. He is a Packers fan. We talk about his trash ass team all the time. I'm just kidding. Nah, honestly, this is gonna be a formidable squad. But I think they're gonna be more packed up than they're gonna be loud packed. And here's why. Because like Jarvis said, this team has failed to basically get that number one. It's like they got a whole bunch of 10 of clubs. They got maybe a 9 of spades, but they don't really have no book winners. This team has a whole bunch of people that you can rely on, but it's hard. So Christian Watson has been the dude that has had number one wide receiver tendencies, but he hasn't had number one wide receiver durability. That's been his whole thing. Like, granted, we just had him on the all contract year team because I think he is a very much talent, and I think he's gonna try to make the Packers, think that he got that wolf in him. But when it comes to this team, it's hard to think that they're gonna basically be coming up against the Eagles, coming up against some of these other teams that's in this division that are getting better. And so, like, I think that they're going to be more on the tail end than basically being on the front end when it comes to the division win. And so, man, it's like I like some of the cats they go, like Edgerrin Cooper. Like, he's going to be a dog. Like, he's going to be somebody that's going to be up there for, as far as like a force to basically deal with. But like the rest of this team, it's like they got a whole bunch of possibles, but they ain't got somebody that's going to win these books. And so I think they're going to get packed up, man.
Look, I'm not exactly going to call them all the way packed up. I love Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is a monster in the backfield. He is what he is. But like Visky said, bro, who's the number one wide receiver? Tucker Kraft is a good tight end that they have. Very nice. He I think he might, come out a little bit more this year. They might make him more offensively responsible, but you have a list of receivers here from Romeo Doubs to McCole Hardman, Julian Higgs, Cornelius Johnson, Jaden Reed, Will Shepard, Christian Watson. The list can go on and on. And like you said, all contract year team, man, Christian Watson. Is he a wolf or is he a broke down dog? Which one? Because in years, he's looked like he needed to be put out the pasture. He just collapses. He can show you, I got you. I'm gonna go get that rabbit for you. And then he just collapses somewhere and the rabbit takes off. We never get the rabbit and we hungry. So now we looking for a new dog.
Right.
I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with him, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I do think that they're at least a 10-win team, maybe 11-win team. They're there. I don't think that they're gonna make a deep playoff run. It's gonna take something from this offense to be very special this year. And maybe McCole Hardman, you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe he might step up and help him.
Matthew Golden is a nice one too. Like, I like the cut of his chip.
Yeah, it's going to take something else to propel them into that upper realm deep playoff run. But we're going to go from a pack to the lonely bear. Bear down or bear done. I'm going to say this. I think that the Bears might be ready to take a little bit of a step forward, Rob. Just a little bit of a step forward, not much. And I'm going to tell you why. I've been looking at this. I've been thinking about this for a while. I think this is going to be the chance where Caleb Williams is going to put his foot down. And he's going to bury his foot and he's going to say, hey, I got to help this team make a push. I got to show that I'm going in the right direction, because right now his biggest enemy is the LSU great that came out last year, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Because everybody's looking at him and like, you're number one pick. Look what he did over there. You're number one. He wasn't number one, but look what he did. Very close to you, but he wasn't number one. Nelly made a song, I am number one.
No matter how you like it, take it, sit down and write
it. And three nobody remembers. Right now, he looking like three that nobody's gonna remember. I think that he has to push forward. Okay, bro. He has to push forward. They're trying to put weapons around you. They're trying to get your line together. You have to show some type of fight this season. Okay. Now, in my opinion, Luther Burden, the rookie,
from
the Lou.
Thank you.
He has to be the difference maker this year for them. He has to have an Xavier Worthy-esque type first season to show you that we're going in the right direction. I'm sorry, DJ Moore. I don't believe in you as a number one, my dude. I just don't. Not even. Maybe a 3, a 2. I could maybe see you there. I don't see you being the number one guy. Luther Burden has to be the number one guy right now for Caleb Williams. He has to come out there. He's going to have to get catches. He's going to have to. I'm going to make a bold prediction right now. Caleb Williams has 3,500 plus yards. Luther Burden is going to have 1,000. He's going to have 1,000 this rookie.
Do you think he has to be the number one?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Yeah. Do you think he has to be the number one over Roma Doozy?
Yeah. Luther Burden, I feel like his box office to me. Rome has a bigger body size because it's 6'3" versus 6 foot. But I think Luther has everything to be better than him. If you go watch Luther Burden in college, he's what you that's my dude. That's my dude. I want him. And I think that's why they have to go this direction with him. He has to turn into that number one. He has to be that dog ass receiver that they need if they're gonna take that step. Rome is gonna be right there with him. They could be a hell of a pair. They could be a hell of a pair. We could be talking about them as being in the wide receiver duo range if they take off this year. We might literally have to say, hey, bro, you got to be on notice, them boys from Chicago. But I think the Bears have to take a step forward, and I think Caleb is going to take a step forward. Where do you think this is going, Rob?
So I would actually disagree when it comes to DJ Moore. I think DJ Moore still can be a number one. And I think when it comes to this wide receiver core, especially when you got Ben Johnson coming into this team, I think that the combination between Luther Burden, who was basically touted as a top 10 pick before last year, you got Roma Doozy, who was a top 10 pick from last year, and then you got Caleb Williams. You got all of these things coming together. I think is honestly puts fear in my heart. Like it like with all of those things coming together, you still got DeAndre Swift, which he's a kind of one of those dudes where he gonna get you a 200-yard game and then he's gonna be out for the next 4. Like it, but do you want to be on the receiving end of that 200-yard game? Like they added Colton Loveland, they still got Cole Kmet. Like this is a team that, like, for me, I am more fearful than what I was before. However, it's still the Bears. Granted, they still got, Jonathan Owens from
the Lou.
And so they still got like cats on this team that basically is like, all right, even on the defensive end, like we'll see how that goes. Like that might be where we have a chance. Like Kyler Gordon, really good corner. Like can we take advantage of like some of the other cats on this team that or like Jaquan Brisker, like take advantage of like Tyreek Stevenson that basically was notable for like you talk about Jaden Daniels, like basically losing that Commanders game. Can we take advantage of this defense? Because like offense, if they could really be clicking, like in a year or two, this might be one of the best offenses in the league. Like this, they have that potential. But yeah, like I think I'm more, like I said, I'm more fearful of what I was before. But yeah, right now it's like, yeah, we'll see.
Bisky, how do you think the Bears can be this season?
Well, I'm not as optimistic as my fellow Brah Migos over here. I see them at the bottom of the barrel. The division is just too competitive right now. The other 3 teams are just too strong for them to even compete with, to me. I don't have any confidence in their running game. DeAndre Swift, to me, is not going to open up the passing game. They're, like you say, they're the Bears. Unless Cole Kmet just gets out of this funk and beats the tight end that everybody thought he was going to be, because he's not really producing like his, like he was supposed to, or like everybody thought he was. So the defense, they was giving up a lot of points, a lot of yards. I'm not really seeing them making any big stops. But it's not anything against the Bears. It's more the division and the competitiveness of the division that they're in currently. Because the Lions and the Vikings, I see being at the top of the division. And then you got, Green Bay. They're going to be fighting for third place in the division, which I think they're going to ultimately lose that battle. They just got too much competition right now. And I don't know, Caleb Williams, I'm leaning more toward a bust for him than to make a step forward this year. I don't see nothing he showed me was that he could take him to the next level. I'm sorry.
I just want to remind everybody that Ben Johnson was on their ass. They played Kansas City, preseason. They won it, and Ben Johnson came out there and he was straight up with them. We were sloppy. Our first two possessions, not like we worked on. This can be a lot tighter ship. That lets me know that he's going to hold these guys responsible. They're not going to be able to slide. I think that by the time opening day comes up, or at least within the first couple weeks of the regular season, they're going to have this ship going the right way. It's going to be about schedule and if they can pull out wins. And if they can pull out wins, this could be scary. That's what I'm going to say about it. Now, on to more of the heavy hitters. Will the Lions be the 2024 Philadelphia Eagles? You know what? Visky, I'm going to let you start this one. Do you think the Lions could be as good as the 2024 Philadelphia Eagles?
I mean, of course, you just look at how they did last year. They had a great regular season record. I think the trick plays and the really going for it. I think they still gonna make it work. They gonna have that in their back pocket to just take chances and not really settle. They ain't settling for field goals or punting. They playing to win the games, and I really like that. The running game that's gonna be a masterpiece. I think again. I think they just got to get over that hump. I just think when it comes to the playoffs, they just kind of flopped, and they can't do that. They got to take what they do in the regular season, which to me was amazing. I didn't really see too many flaws. They took the chances, they succeeded with the chances, and when you take them, high risk, high reward, which I'm big on that. High risk, high reward. And I just don't know what happened in the playoffs. They just gotta get it together. They can't flop in the playoffs again. And you got Gibbs and St. Brown. They got players. They got players that's gonna really boost them over the hump. I just think when it got to the playoffs, they just kind of folded. I don't know if it was just nerves or their mindset wasn't there, but yeah, I got them being right there at the top again. A good 12-13 win team again. So I like the Lions. I like what they could do. I would like to see them do something big because, again, a lot of players on my fantasy teams come from the Lions. So, yes, I need them to do good again. Facts.
Okay, Rob, how do you feel about the Lions being the 2024 Philadelphia Eagles?
So the Lions had a very formidable squad. Like could I see them as the eventual Super Bowl champs? I don't know. And the reason why I say that is because I see this team not being the 2024 Philadelphia Eagles, but I actually see them kind of being the 2023 Eagles. And here's why I say that. So if y'all remember the 2023 Eagles, they had a team that basically lost both the offensive and defensive coordinators. And so they basically it went from them basically having, this great force that basically was going against Patrick Mahomes and going in the Super Bowl and everything like that, to a team that, went 11-6 and just wasn't as good as what they were. They just did not seem the same. So do I think that they could be that? I think it's more inclined to be that, especially losing Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn to their head coaching job. It's like, I think there's going to be a fall off. There's also going to be another fall off because 40% of their offensive line is gone. Like Frank Ragnow, retired. I can't remember what the other like low offensive lineman was, but like they're gonna have like some kind of a little bit of backtrack, just a little bit. But it could be a little bit. They could be good still, because they're gonna be coming back with Aiden Hutchinson. They're still gonna be coming back with a lot of the guys, because really down on the stretch they were decimated. Like the reason why they didn't win that Commanders game and couldn't win that shootout is because they just did not have anything left. Like they just could not, come up to the fight. But now it's gonna still be a really good team, like, and a team that basically could win the North, or it has that possibility.
So 14 win season last year, correct? It was 14 win season. I think that they're gonna win 12 or 13. I think they're gonna take a little slight step back. I feel like offensive lines dictate things. They'll dictate the pace of the game, and they've lost some of that. And because they've lost some of that, it's like, I see all of the offensive explosion. Amon St. Brown, their running game phenomenal. They can get out there, they can pass, they can throw, they can do it all. But whenever you lose a little bit of the big guys up front, I feel like it hurts you. I feel like it hurts you. Them guys in the trenches are something else. They help get things done that you don't usually see getting done. And I feel like that's one of those things where you gotta kind of account for what's going on. So losing guys in the trenches to me is something big. It's something big, man. It's something big. Yeah, don't worry. You're not having the shirt, bro. You're not having the shirt.
I was like, all of a sudden, I was like, man, like, do I have a tab open? Like, what the fuck happened?
Nah.
Hey, I did the same thing. I'm like, I'm checking my tabs.
I was like, I know I was on some shit. But,
little acoustic music, bro.
I like it. I like it. Like, especially with who we about to talk about,
No.
Also, I like the 2-punch running backs, though. Montgomery.
Yeah,
that's
Sonic and Knuckles.
That's gonna be amazing.
Sonic and Knuckles.
That is a really good background. And look, that is a really good backfield. And I'm gonna say this: I think that they're gonna take a slight step back. Just 1 or 2 more losses, nothing major, But I still think that they're there. They're highly competitive. They're going to be in this. Now, the other team that I know somebody is so ready for, Who? Well,
Are we just gonna give him the flow, Nate? We just gonna give him the flow?
I'm gonna give him the flow. Rob talks. It's gonna take a long time right now.
Oh my God!
About his Vikings and about how much he likes his Vikings. So we're gonna go ahead and let him say whatever he wants to say about his Vikings before we go to the next topic. Okay,
guys, ladies, gentlemen. I just want to make a brief announcement that I don't know if you guys have been, because everybody's new to the show. Everybody's show is their first time, so. But I just want to make an announcement that, I am a Minnesota Vikings fan. I don't know if you knew this or not. Like, I don't know if you could tell, about anything that's going on, like anything that you see. I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. And so I had to talk to a subject that's near and dear to my heart, which is this team. And I know that when it comes to the greater masses, when everybody just thinks of the Minnesota Vikings, you're all thinking about Adrian Peterson. You're always thinking about messing up your fantasy team. You're always thinking about a lot of different things. But when I think of them, I think of one more person, Kwesi, our GM Kwesi. Like, he is the absolute best at what he does. And here's why. Here's why I'm basically gonna say that. Because when it comes to this team, when it comes to all the needs that we had, wide receiver, defensive tackle, offensive guard, interior line, this man went out and just like boom, 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 got it all, got every bit of it. And I look like when I'm telling you, went out and basically got Donovan Jackson in the first round. Absolutely needed him. Absolutely gonna basically be big on the offensive line. Basically was like, you know what, we need to do some free agency. I'm gonna look at two guys that basically have been out here that, you know, very well known pro bowlers, somebody that we could basically need. We're not going to look at defensive tackle as far as in the draft. We're going to basically look at defensive tackle that's already seasoned, already been in there. So when it got Jonathan Allen from the Commanders, somebody that has been a force for a very long time. I've loved him ever since they had that great offensive line with him, Chase Young, and all them cats. Like, I have loved this dude. Also, when it got Javon Hargrave, and basically was like, you know what, we need to do a little bit more. We need to add to this interior line. So we're not gonna get one, but two guys from that Colts offensive line that was always well touted: Ryan Kelly, Will Fries. Two guys that basically, bar none, is gonna do like what we were getting killed by was that interior. Well, you know, because Sam Darnold, everybody talked about Sam Darnold wasn't gonna be this, how Sam Darnold wasn't gonna be this, and then what he do? Pro Bowler, 14-3. We only lost to two teams last year. Literally two teams, the Rams and the Lions. That's the only two teams we lost against. Like, think about that. Think about a team that only lost against two teams in a year. Fucking crazy, right? And like, that's what his team is. Fucking crazy. Like, we got Mekhi Becton coming off his ACL injury. We gonna have JJ McCarthy coming off his meniscus. We're gonna have Justin Jefferson being the all-world motherfucker that he is. We're gonna have TJ Hawkinson being the somewhat all-world motherfucker that he is. We're gonna have Jordan Addison sooner or later. And then we're gonna have, hopefully, Adam Thielen being our number 3 receiver. Welcome back. I'm gonna play the May song. Everything, man. Like, this is a team that I cannot say enough about. We returned Aaron Jones because we was gonna need a running back because Ty Chandler hasn't been a dude. Also, we added Jordan Mason, who had a nice little run with the 49ers. Very short, but a nice little run. The only thing I can really say about this team is that even though I tout the offseason pickups that we had, when it comes to Will Fries, when it comes to Jonathan Allen, it really feels like I'm a teenager that got a car. Now, granted, my parents said I'm gonna get this car. Like, I'm gonna get a car for my graduation. I'm thinking like, man, I'm gonna get an Audi. They're gonna put me in a Benz. They're gonna put me in something nice that I'm riding. Mm-hmm. They put me in an Acura. Oh no, they put me in a Toyota Camry. It's a nice Camry. You know, it's a really nice car. Like, the people that we got all came off of either shortened seasons or basically like had not played well or had not had enough like great times that they had in the past. Like, Jonathan Allen was coming off injury. Will Fries was coming off injury. Ryan Kelly's coming off injury. All these cats was coming off injury. So it's like we got some cars. We got some nice cars that were somebody's in the past. But these motherfuckers are used. And so that's the caveat that it basically gives me. And so even with all that being said, I look at Andrew Van Ginkel still being back there. I look at Blake Cashman still being there. I look at Ivan Pace, who could be Defensive Player of the Year, like has that kind of potential. And I'm looking at this team and I'm looking at one guy that I'm like, why don't we trade you for Michael Parsons? It's Dallas Turner. I'm just saying, like, his name is Dallas, like, Cowboys, come get him. But I look at the rest of this team and I'm like, we still might be an 11-win team. With all that being said, with all that basically out there, I'm like, this is the Vikings. I cannot put my heart only so far into this team because they ruined my birthday. I don't even know if I told the story about them ruining my birthday. When Blair Walsh missed that field goal to beat the Seattle Seahawks, that was my birthday. Like, straight up. I'll get into a hotel room I'm trying to follow the game because this is before, you know, you can watch your TV on your phone. And I'm like, this motherfucker missed and ruined my birthday, dog. And so when I think about this team, I think about that moment. And that's where it's like, I get throttled back a bit, you know. But like Nate said, short story long, was going to talk a long to ass time about these Vikings because they are the love of my life. I mean, I'm married and stuff like that, whatever. But they are my love. All right. And so this team being what it is, I cannot feel nothing but overjoyed. But it's also that I can also remember that they are the fucking Vikings. So it's what it is. But I cannot wait for the season to start. I can't wait for JJ McCarthy to show you devils that he did not have to be hidden by anybody, that he is a big man and he is basically going to lead this team to at least the playoffs or something.
So or something could mean off a bridge.
I mean, you never know. It's the Vikings, dog. Like, motherfucker had a meniscus injury like a game into his preseason. Like, I mean, we never know with this fucking team. And then we had Sam Darnold that basically made shit happen too. He could not throw the fucking ball against the Rams.
Yeah. So, which is crazy work. Visky, anything you want to say about the Vikings now that, you know, Rob has gotten his long ass rant out the way?
Mm-hmm.
All that just for second place to the Lions, huh? Because
you know what?
They got a lot of pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know if I got that much faith in JJ McCarthy. Like I said, y'all should have went after Russell. That was just my opinion. Y'all should have went after Russell. But yeah, you know, there's only so much. Can he get the ball to Justin Jefferson? Can he do that? Can he get the ball to the receiver?
Let you finish.
But also, no, Rob. How much do I have to tell you? Micah Parsons is only going there for one man and one man only. That is Justin fucking Jefferson. No exceptions.
He's gonna go to talk to Justin Jefferson before he gets traded for Dallas Turner. He's gonna even be like, "Hey, Justin, what's going on, man? Glad you staying here in Minnesota."
We don't want no goddamn Dallas Turner.
DT, go ahead, hit the plane. He was a first round pick. We'll even throw.
How many first round picks end up trash?
He ain't trash in the second year. I think second or third. It's the second year. Y'all will love him. Y'all would love him, man. He is absolutely gonna be. He's gonna be a dude. He gonna show you this year. Him and Van Geek will basically be on both sides. Jonathan Grenard, they're gonna basically show you what you could have right now. You won't even have to worry about paying him for a while. You know how Jerry would like to wait. So that, like, all that, like, you gonna be fine, dog. You got this. Take AT. Dallas Turner, man.
Like I say,
look up houses in the Metroplex.
You got to give up something to get something.
And we gonna give up Dallas Turner. I'm trying to help you out. You ain't trying to have help. I'm just saying, I'm giving you a young buck.
He must be so bad, because if he was that good, you would not be trying to give him up to us.
No.
You ain't gonna treat me like that.
I'm giving you a burgeoning player that basically you can use right now. Like, Dallas Turner's gonna be that dude. I'm telling you,
you're trying to get over on us, Rob. I see.
He was from Bama. You would love him. Roll Tide, ain't it? I'm just saying, like, you
ain't too many Roll Tide players I trust in the NFL. Derrick Henry probably the only Roll Tide player that's successful.
You could trust him. I'm just saying. You can. This is somebody that you gonna love. You gonna love that he's in your huddle. You gonna love that he's on your team. You gonna buy a number 15 Dallas Turner jersey. I'm just telling you. I'm trying to get you on the in crowd so that basically you can be there to go snatch him up. But you know, I can only leave that horse so long, dog. I'm just saying, offer gonna stand, but they ain't gonna stand for too long.
Hard pass.
Just to watch these two go back and forth between their teams, just It's amazing to watch this sometimes. It really is.
Try to help a friend, but none. The help a friend don't want that help.
I'll say this: Vikings have a really good team. I want to see what happens. New quarterback stepping in because the other one is out. Let's see how this pans out. And like you said, he's gonna lead them somewhere. He will lead them somewhere. Now, we're gonna go from off of the 100 yards of green turf and grass to the squared circle. WWE. And if you guys are WWE fans or you know anything about WWE, you'll know PLEs are now moving to ESPN. And what does this mean? This means lots of things. This means the ESPN crowd now is going to be a part of the wrestling world. Hey guys, we're bringing all of the sports together now. All of them. I personally think that this is like a good move for WWE. But then I also feel like this is a crazy move for us. Because we have to have certain things to be able to touch in to watch ESPN, to watch these PLEs. Now, Rob, have they come up with a price point for this so far?
So $29.99 is to get the standalone right now by itself. You can bundle it with Disney Plus and Hulu. And so basically you can have those together for the same price, but that's with ads. If you want it without ads, it's like, I want to say $8 more. And then that's only for 12 months. So that's the one thing that they don't tell you is like, it's only for 12 months, you know? So like once that 12 months is over, then it goes up like shit, $10 or something like that. It's like, it's a crazy one. I saw like the no ads for the Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. I think it's supposed to be like $45 a month, which is fucking crazy. But yeah, that's a lot.
So, gentlemen, how do we feel about the PLEs moving to ESPN? Vinsky, what do you think, bro? Well, how do you feel about this? PLEs to ESPN now.
I mean, granted, I feel like it's a great move for, the WWE as far as monetary gains, but I think it's a big slap in the face to the USA crowd because, all the other countries get it all in one place on Netflix. So, we're going to have to dig in our pockets for it. I guess I'm going to have to go back to the 90s and catching the highlights on Monday Night Raw like I used to. Well, now, we got, Facebook. I can go to the clips, 5 minutes after it happened, the clips be on Facebook. But I would not be partaking in the $29.99 ESPN bundle. There's no need for it. That's just a little too pricey for one service for me. Now they're trying to make us go back to the cable prices. So to me, it's a big slap in the face to the American fans, which obviously they don't care because obviously they feel like they're making enough money. They already got their money. Matter of fact, they already got their money. It's right. ESPN that is going to feel the hurt because just like with Fox and previously people have canceled their contracts because they were not making as much money as they thought they were. And sooner or later, it's going to come back to bite them in the butt. They are continuously pricing out the diehard fans of the WWE. And when you continuously try to price gouge and price out, the fans that supported you for so many years, your numbers are going to start falling. And since they already got their money, they not worried. But ESPN is going to feel the pain. And I think after this 5 years is up, they're going to be looking for a new home. And this is the fault of TKO. Once you go to somebody like TKO, it's all about the money. It's not about the product. It's not about the fans, the customers. And we are seeing it wholeheartedly right now. So just like you told me, fuck me, TKO, big fuck you right back.
Hey, they're trying to make money. They say that they're trying to be as profitable as possible, and I can see. You can see it at every turn right now. Whether it be the Slim Jim logos on the table, where they are going full on, hey, I want to make money. And am I against them making money? No, but I am saying that we're crossing a lot of the purity of what wrestling once was, going into making all of this money now. It wasn't this bad back then, Rob. It wasn't this bad back then.
Nah, but it wasn't as accepted. Like, the thing with TKO is that they basically bank it off like what they did with UFC, which is, hey, we're gonna give you this thing that's more insular and we're gonna expand it out. Like back before the TKO like merger and everything like that, before Nick Khan took over, when like we didn't see this many motherfuckers at like Raw. Like, it'd be like a celebrity every fucking Raw. It'd be like whatever ball players in that. Granted, they used to that. Granted, let me not say that. It used to be like maybe you had like, you know, a couple players from the team. It'd be like, now it's like you gonna get every big name motherfucker that's there. You gonna have Russell Wilson show up at an event where Russell Wilson wouldn't have been at that event before then. You know, just kind of bring it up.
Even Fat Joe was in the front row.
Yeah,
pay-per-view, so.
And he was forced to lean back. Yeah, but like, but no, I got the lyric wrong. But no, as far as like the PLE stuff, like, I'm more with Visky. Like, it does get to a point where it's like, hey, it's enough is enough. Now, granted, I didn't like Peacock. I didn't like using Peacock. I didn't like using for PLEs. Yeah. I hope ESPN is a little bit better. What I would say is they've been a little bit more pettier with their shit, because like, I don't know if y'all saw, like, WrestlePalooza is supposed to be coming up in September. It's the same fucking night it's All Out, you know, which they doing that shit again. Like, this was supposed to be where the PLEs wasn't supposed to come to ESPN until WrestleMania, this upcoming WrestleMania. Now they're gonna already do it, and they're gonna speed rush it basically just to, I guess, bullshit AEW. It seemed, now I know, like, I'm gonna sound like one of those people who's like, oh man, y'all only talk about WWE doing stuff or AEW. It's like, it ain't that deep. Man, they keep doing this shit. It ceases to be a coincidence after a while. Like, where, oh, we're gonna keep basically saying this. We're gonna keep adding this to this on the same nights. It's not like there's 1 week that you can basically do a wrestling event, you know. And AEW don't come up with shit all that often, but it seems like every single time that they got something, WWE tries to basically have something that same night. It's seemingly, and maybe I might be wrong, but it's like, seems like every fucking time like that shit here happens. Like, it coincidences. I could keep my third eye open when it comes to this shit. No, nigga, it's only coincidences only happen so many times. Like, once it becomes a constant coincidence, no, nigga, it's purposeful. But yeah, it gets, yeah, like, but going overall, hopefully, you know, we get to where it's like it gets a little bit better for the consumer, because there has to be a level of enough is enough. All right, you know, I understand y'all trying to maximize y'all shit, but I need to have my money to maximize to basically pay for shit. And so yeah, it got to get to a certain point.
Look, I'll say it like this: Pop said it the best. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, eating a ball of goddamn food, eating a ball of hog maws, all the chitlin, all the pig feet. I like hog maws. I like pig feet. And this is what WWE is doing AEW every chance they get. They eating the pig feet too. WWE, come on, be a little bit more mature about this situation, man. Just stop being petty. Stop being petty. Now, we'll square and circle to the baseball diamond, MLB. Look, Rob feels like he's seen enough of these realignments because he said y'all can't all realign and get on the same page. Every time he see a realignment, it's something different than the first person. Rob, are the realignments driving you crazy right now?
Like, my nigga, it's like everybody got a fucking realignment. Like, it, and granted, I understand what it is because the thing about like with MLB saying that they want to expand, there's teams that basically been saying that they want to expand. So like, or team that want to be saying they want to be expanded into the MLB. So like, for example, Dave Stewart, he wanted to basically have like Nashville. I think he was part of that group to make Nashville a MLB team. There's been other bids from Portland, from Charlotte, like other teams or other places are trying to put in bids in order to be expansion teams into MLB. And with that, it's going to be realignment. So it's like, I feel like every other day, like I think Jason Stark had one. I think what's old boy Ken Rosenthal had one. Like everybody got a fucking realignment, and it's just like I can't keep up with the shit because it's like, oh yeah, this one's going to have the Yankees and the Mets play, and then it's going to be, and then this one has the Phillies and the whatever, and it's like, my nigga, I'm getting overwhelmed. I've never been overwhelmed by baseball, but this has been the most overwhelming thing because it's like I can't keep up with the shit. I don't really care, honestly, because like the bad part about all of this is that basically leagues might be going away, and if leagues are going away, I don't know. I'm gonna miss seeing the American and National League logos. Like those are something that like have been near and dear to my heart. Like seeing a National League logo on something. Like back when it was prevalent to see that. Like granted, like interleague is intertwined, and so leagues have kind of been more diluted. But like I miss that shit. Like I miss seeing the American and the National League logos on shit. Like those mean something to me. God damn it. And if they gonna basically make it a, let's say, what conference, Eastern Conference, Western Conference, or whatever, I don't know. It just don't mean as much to me. That's been my thing about it.
Don't mean as much to you. Biscuit. Realignments. MLB. How do you feel about this?
I mean, honestly, if they will add 2 more teams, it's going to have to be some realignments. But I think we just need to wait till that time comes when they actually add the 2 more teams, because, of course, it's going to be 8 divisions, 4 teams per division. I'm interested to see how they're going to do it, who they're going to put where. A couple of the ones I've seen, I actually like how my team is looking, but looks like we'll be at the top of our division about the realignments I'm seeing,
or another burial, either one.
Other than that, also like the fact that I'm looking at the Cardinals at the bottom of theirs. Red Sox would be in a tough one. Look like they'll be in there with the Yankees and the Mets. I've seen a couple of them. That'll be a tough one for my boy Nate over here. But other than that, I think we just need to play a waiting game. Everybody stop predicting. You never know what they're going to do or who they're going to put where. Like I said, it could be the East-West thing, which will be pretty gay because the American National, that was pretty much,
gay.
Protected for baseball, So I hope they would keep the American National League because that's what made them different. All other sports got East and West, so we'll keep that, that's all. Just be patient. We'll see when it comes.
Realignments could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. It is one of those things, like you said, we just need to see it play out. But fun fact, even if the Mets and the Yankees were in my division right now, I have more wins than both of them. That's something to be said for the Braves. But you know how that goes. I'm just say 84.7% probability to make the playoffs this year. Where are the Braves at right now? 0.2% probability to make playoffs. They kind of down there.
Don't remind me, man. Don't remind me.
Kind of down there, bro. They kind of down there. Now,
I'm looking ahead to opening day next year. Come on.
I already know, but Rob,
rerun again, ask it.
You have some apologies right now to make to a certain pitcher in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
With a great arm.
Great arm. So, Paul Skenes, sir, I am sorry. Not that I wasn't unfamiliar with your game, is that I was unfamiliar at how long your game's longevity would be. Because I'm thinking like, okay, this guy caught the world by storm last year. Had, 1.96 ERA, 11-3, had 23 starts. I'm like, okay, that's only 23 starts. Like, that's not really much. It's like, it's a good amount of the season, but not great, I'm like, there's got to be some level of regression. Like, there's got to be like something that you know, it's going to basically, people going to get used to this cat. Like, so people thinking like, oh, he's one of the Cy Young candidates. He's going to be one of the best pitchers in the league. We got to give him $250 million, whatever. I'm like, no, man, pump the brakes. Just hold on. Came out this year. Granted, there is a level of regression. Instead of 11-3, it's 7-9, but that's because the Pirates are shit.
Yes, they are.
Instead of a 1.96 ERA, it's a 2.16. You know, and he started at 26 games so far this year. And my dog, you are fucking great. He is the best pitcher in the league right now. Like I was like, man, look, like we need to hold on. Like everybody, this might be a insanity moment, like what's happened with Jacob Marcy with the Marlins. Like this is something that's like, okay, he's a flash in the pan. You gotta also just gotta take a chill pill and just be like, all right, maybe this ain't all of what it could be. Nah, man, this motherfucker is the real deal. He is that motherfucker. He is him. Like, I fuck the bullshit. He might win the Cy Young this year with a losing record, a la like some Alex Rodriguez on the Rangers shit. Like, it's to where he is that dude. And I gotta say, dog, like I looked up Baseball Reference. He like his comparable career is only to like a Perry Worden from
the Lou.
Played in. He died in 1934. So I mean, he was born in the Lou in 1861. I don't even know they had the city. I can't remember when Louisiana purchased 1812. So, but yeah, barely outside of slavery. But like, yeah, like this Paul Skenes is that motherfucker, dog. Like he is that dude. All right, I gotta just say, I apologize from the bottom of my mouse heart. I apologize.
So look, now that he's apologized to you, I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle a little bit more sauce on them. 174 strikeouts so far this year, projected to start 33 games. There'll be another 7 starts. I think he's gonna cross 200 strikeouts this year, Rob. He might break 200 strikeouts.
344 strikeouts over 287 innings.
All I'm gonna say is a lot of people. It's a lot of people swinging and missing, bro.
Oh my god! ERA plus last year was 2.11. The ERA plus, its average is at 100. Like he's at 195 this year. ERA plus, dog. This motherfucker's special.
That's amazing.
All I'm saying, he's still holding a 5.9 WAR, and that's wins. That's your wins above replacement, bro.
Right.
He's still holding a 5.9, bro.
He's that nigga.
The guy is freaking amazing, dog.
He's that nigga, dog.
Look, Pirates, get your shit together, because if he continues to does what he does and he goes somewhere else, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, damn.
But this is par for the course for the Pirates, though. Like this is what they just do. Like, granted, they just called up Bubba Chandler. They got another cat that's supposed to be the number 1 prospect in Connor Griffin. Like, this is what they do. They waste talent. And until they get like an Andrew McCutchen and like basically like trying to pull things together and you know do well in the Central, but like this is what they really do. They just squander fucking talent.
Well, look at it. They had Barry Bonds back in the day,
right?
Then he went to San Francisco.
Facts.
Could this man walk away from the Pirates at some point and then continue to have a monster career somewhere outside of Pittsburgh?
I hope.
He's 23. He's very young. He got time.
Free agency. He's arbitration eligible after 27. Free agent after 2030. So close. It ain't too far away.
Man got time, bro. He has time to make this happen. Now, from the baseball down to the boxing ring, baby. Look. Rob, you know what? I need you to go ahead and do this for me. I need you to say something nice about Tank and Jake Paul's fight.
Okay. I will say something nice about Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. I will do that right now with my mouth. I will say something nice about the upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
I will sure do that. Okay, here it goes. Everybody move back. Move back. I'm about to say something nice. Okay. The checks will clear. There we go. I said it. Okay. Woo. I would.
The checks will clear.
That's all I got for you, buddy. Like the check's gonna clear. And granted, I've been saying that he needs to fight a real fighter. Jake Paul needs to fight a real fighter. He's gonna fight a real fighter, former champ, all that kind of shit. He's smaller than me though. That's the thing. But I've been saying like, hey, once he fights a real fighter, or any real fighter, he's gonna get fucked up. And so this is these guys putting my opinion on wax and everything. So, but yeah, the checks are clear. Good, happy retirement, Tank Davis.
Yep, the checks will clear. Now, with Rob getting his saying something nice out the way, I will tell you right now, I hate this from the bottom of my heart. Boxing, I hate this from the bottom of my heart. Tank, you're going out after a check, but then why should I be surprised? Floyd Mayweather is one of the people that you idolize, and he tells people to go get the bag. He's the equivalent to Bobby Boucher's daddy. Take the money, dopey. Me and you that could be partners, just like that Tiger Woods and his daddy. That's what I hear whenever I think of somebody who has Floyd Mayweather as their idol in boxing. That's the only thing that plays in my mind. He even told you, go get the money. Don't worry about who they tell you that you're fighting. Just make sure that you can rough them up. It could be a bear in a human costume, okay? Just make sure that you can whip his ass and you can go ahead and you can make this happen, okay? Now, I told this to the guys earlier. To me, this is a payday for Tank because Tank doesn't want to fight again. He doesn't want to fight Roach. He doesn't know where things are going to negotiate because of probably how splits are going to go for that fight, and he doesn't want to take an actual loss. So instead of taking an actual loss, let's go take an exhibition with a guy who's 25, 30 pounds heavier than me, and if I do get roughed up a little bit, hey, he's bigger than me. Even though I'm a professional boxer, he got the best of me. But if I beat up on him, hey, it was an exhibition. I showed him that he wasn't a real boxer. I got the best of him. He's 6 feet tall. Yada, yada, yada. He can say all of this other good stuff about it. And then he can get his big fat check and leave. Okay?
Sad, though.
Yes, it is.
Sad.
It's horrible. This is something horrible for the state of boxing. This takes away from the guys, and I'll say this. Jake Paul, if you wanted to impress me, go negotiate a deal to fight Jai Opetaia, who's the number one guy in your division, in the welterweight division. Yeah, you'll probably die, but we'll enjoy seeing it.
Oh, man.
Think about the people. Service before self.
Yeah. I'm all for this. Because guess what? If you went out there and you took that on the chin and went out there and went down in the first, second round, look, I'll say, you know what? He went out there and fought a real boxer. Showed him that he wasn't ready. But he went out there and fought a guy who's a monster in his division. But you're not. You're fighting a guy who you're bigger than. Yeah, he boxes, but you're way bigger than him. And you can say, oh, I fought Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was old. You wouldn't have fought 40-year-old Mike Tyson.
Right.
You wouldn't have fought 40-year-old Mike Tyson. 40-year-old Mike Tyson would have mauled you. And probably would have told you, I eat your kids. And then we would have been like, Mike, cool out. We would have been on some type save him type shit.
I mean, to be real, that would have been the tamest thing that basically Mike could have said.
Yeah. Trust me. And there's some wild shit Mike said at press conferences.
That motherfucker said, I will fuck you till you love me.
Yes.
To a dude.
And trust me, whenever he told him that, he probably admitted he was like, he's crazy.
Yeah, that's one of those like, nigga, nah, I just gotta shoot that motherfucker. I can't shoot no fair with this. I gotta shoot that nigga.
Oh, I'm tapping him as soon as he well, I fear for my life, Judge. You heard what he told me?
Yeah.
I had to get rid of him. But in all serious boxing, this is the worst move that you could do right now. To me, this is the worst move because this is showing me that you're willing to take the circus show right now. And Turk did something, goddammit, I have to agree with. Did you see that there's no more pay-per-views if you're with Daisy in boxing now?
Yeah, I saw that.
You get all of them. As long as you got the subscription, you get everything.
Yep.
A big name, whatever. Take note. I know some of y'all are saying it's all he losing money, he's gaining people. You gotta look at the what happens. What you about to say, Rob? Is this wild and deep, man?
Yeah, I was like, nigga don't care about no fucking money.
Exactly. But think about it like this though, Rob. He also cares about us getting entertainment.
That's true. That is true.
But he wants it to be affordable entertainment, and he wants to service everybody. He doesn't want to gatekeepers. WWE, take notes, damn it. The people don't want to pay $30, $40 a month. If you pay $40, let's do some, in the words of Big Shaq, quick math. If you pay $40, $50 for Sling, okay, that's just Sling. Then you have to pay another $45 for ESPN. Granted, it's like ESPN, Disney, and to see WWE. That's matching already what I'm paying. I'm paying $80 for a service that WWE, yeah, I may have access to your library, but it's people on YouTube streaming your library sometimes. I just tapped in the other day, watched a bunch of Attitude Era matches. It's other ways around this WWE. You're not being the best legally with us, okay? You're trying to hurt people's wallets. Have you not made enough money already? Okay, do you know how many John Cena t-shirts you probably sold in the past 6 months? You made the sucker in every color. Hell, you had me sitting up here contemplating. Damn, how many of them do I want?
How many ways can I basically have colored suckers?
Yeah, just look. You keep winning over on us every time, okay? You're doing too much. And y'all gotta be better about this with us.
Well, you're drowning in static, my nigga.
Yeah, I don't know why it wants to do that right now. It's upset with me. It's like he's doing too much today.
It's like go.
Okay, it sound better now?
Oh no, you good. No, it's just your picture. The picture, like
I don't know why it wants to act crazy. It's like, nah, you talking bad about him. Yes, right. Yes, WWE. I will continue to talk bad about you. You know why? Because you get on my nerves sometimes. Yes. You know the consumer. You know what the consumer wants.
Right.
But yet you're on this. Nah, I can't give you that. I don't know why you can't give us that. Okay? Give us what we want. Be fair. Just be fair with what's going on, bro. We don't steal from y'all. We are people of the masses of WWE. We love talking about wrestling.
Wrestling.
Just don't
wrestling.
Just don't do us this. But Vince, what do you think about this whole Jake Paul Tank fight that they're gonna have, this circus show that's coming up? Barnum and Bailey.
I'm so against Jake Paul, and I hate for Tank to be just another notch on Jake Paul's fake record that I hate seeing. It's just disappointing to me. I really hope Tank go out there and knock his ass out. That's what I really hope. But I know we ain't gonna get that because it's all for the money. They gonna dance around, have a little waltz in the ring probably. That's all we gonna get. Just for a payday. Another goddamn, like you say, Barnum and Bailey. And I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
At least Jake could be like his brother, Logan. At least Logan in the WWE actually performing. having exciting matches. You know, shit. Take a note out of Logan's book. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Right. Logan at least fought Mayweather.
Yeah. Didn't do very well, but you know.
I mean, yeah.
Didn't do very, but he fought. He fought.
Mayweather had to hold that nigga up. But he was just like, but hey, I'm here.
Yeah, he hit him too hard. He was like, my bad, bro. My bad. Hit you a little bit too hard.
like shit. Like basically, like he was that older sibling. Like, don't say nothing.
Yeah, don't say nothing about that. Don't say nothing about that. I'm sorry. Now, from boxing to the WNBA, I heard that y'all was turning down money, and ain't this a money situation? Now I'm gonna assume that this is all the money situation. WNBA players is people who make $36,000. The floor would have been raised to $250,000. You don't think that they want that $250,000? Y'all out there playing with the bag with these people? Y'all playing with the bag? The money that y'all been wanting. The shirts at the All-Star game. And some of the lackluster performances. Shooting air balls. Messing over my parlays. And Visky's parlays too.
Exactly.
Give us what we need. We said 6 rebounds. You 6'8", everybody else on the court 5'10". You only gotta grab 6 of them. It's 40 minutes to do this. There's like 1 every 5 minutes. Come on now. You got this. But I digress. Look, if y'all are upset about this money and they offered y'all this money, y'all know that the money is coming in intervals over the time of what's coming with this deal, okay? You can't jump to where you want, okay? You can't just catapult up the scale all at one time. You gotta ease into the money. You can renegotiate at times. That's why people pull strikes. That's why NBA had lockout seasons and stuff like that. You can negotiate money going up over time. I don't think some of y'all realize that it's women who are 34 and 35 years old still playing, and they're only making 40. If they were to make $250,000, that could mean a lot to them for the next couple of years to say, I made $750,000 on my way out the door and I didn't have to go overseas and play. I don't think everyone is seeing the bigger picture. It's a lot of me going on with a lot of these women, and it's not enough us. We need to see what's going on. We need to make sure and I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna push this out on the forefront. Younger cats, younger women, your Angel Reese's, your Caitlin Clark's, y'all are making money from other stuff off the court. Okay, Caitlin Clark got a massive deal, making millions of dollars off of shoes and stuff. Her WNBA salary is just whatever. Okay, her millions come from somewhere else. Same thing with you, Angel Reese. Not everybody has that in the WNBA. You have to look out for your fellow person. That way, in the end, they can eat just like you eat. They may not eat as much as you eat, but they have to be able to eat too. Don't play with the bag for everybody else. You know that you're getting it somewhere else. Hey, look, if you can't help them get a bag somewhere else, or you don't want to take this, it needs to be some real explanation going on. Because I looked at some of these women's salaries, and for quite a few of them, $250,000 would be a heaven sent. Okay, it'd be a heaven sent for them to make this the last few years, and for you guys making $200,000 plus, making $1 million, will quadruple what y'all making right now. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Just don't get too greedy, ladies, and wind up leaving money on the table that you could have had in your pocket, okay? A bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush. Okay? Just always remember that. I don't know why you want the bird in the hand, because if you put it in my hand, then I'll be mad. So, it
is a weird statement. Like,
it
I don't really have too many birds that I put in my hand.
That's what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna start saying. Look, $1 in my hand is better than 2 rolling down the street flying away in the wind. Okay?
It makes more sense.
Yeah, I ain't trying to catch them too. Yeah. But do you think that, especially you, Visky, I'm gonna start with you. Do you think that we'll ever get something on consensus with this deal moving forward, so they can try to get some money without just messing this whole thing up?
I don't know. I hope they don't mess it up, like, because you have the. It's like you said, it's stepping stones. You can't just all of a sudden shoot for the top. Like you say, they got women that's on their, back half of their season. They were probably like $250,000 for the last couple years they playing. Because I don't think you just gonna get to the 1.5 or 2 million minimum that the NBA got. You're not gonna just get that. Because at the same time, when you look at these billionaires that probably own these teams, at the end of the day, they're not taking no losses. You know how it works. They're not about to take no losses just so you can feel comfortable getting money that you want. And that's just not about to happen. But it's stepping stone, take this first step. And I would hope that it's something else that made them turn it down and not just the number. Because, yes, that's a hell of an increase. Even though I'm not making this, and that, to go from $50,000 or $30,000 to $40,000 to $50,000 a year to $250,000, that's a hell of a percentage of an increase in salary. And you don't have no right to complain, because already you're complaining about a back-to-back game. Come on now. You want to get paid, you gotta, you can't start complaining already about having to play a back-to-back game. One back-to-back. When the men play various back-to-back games all season, and you just got one? Come on now. You're starting to complain, but you can't complain about stuff when you want that money. You want that NBA money, you can't complain about some of the NBA ways that get thrown at you. But yes, take this stepping stone, $250,000, and then you go from there. Because the threat of sitting out, you don't have enough leverage, with sitting out. Nobody's. I will miss you because I'm a huge WNBA fan, but there's not enough me's that care if y'all sit out. So don't do that, because you're gonna be setting yourself up for failure. So just take this and go from there, man. Come on now. Like Nate said, everybody gotta eat. Everybody don't have millions of dollars of sponsorship money. Take that.
Rob, do they need to make sure everybody eat, or do they just need to be worried about self?
So I don't know if it is about straight up the money. Then I think they got to worry about the gander, because this happens in every league. This happens with the NFL, basically all the time. It's about to happen with MLB, because they about to be on a strike because of a little bit of gander watching, and because TV money, whatever. So it's kind of it. I don't know how much of the parameters that basically they had within the new CBA. If it is quadrupling their money, I kind of would basically side with, hey, you probably should take the deal, because it is basically getting minimum salaries to where it's six figures, A, but B, getting it to where it's more decent, where basically, people can make at least a decent living, granted. But it also should be, within that CBA, hey, chartered flights. It should be, more security when it comes to these games. I mean, they're still throwing dildos out there, and all that. Yeah. But granted, nobody's gotten hit, nobody's gotten harmed, but whatever. But the money, it should be that, because I don't know how many people are looking to invest. I hear that there are more investors coming. I hear that there is people chomping at the bit to basically pay for the NBA, but I guess when it comes to people with money, they don't chomp at the bit to pay. They just pay or they don't. So we'll see how everything kind of rolls out. But I don't know. I don't have enough information to basically be like, hey, they should basically do what they're doing, or they should have taken whatever the WNBA. Because the thing with Kathy Engelbert is she ain't really that great of an NBA. She be putting these ladies in harm's way. She ain't really like the scheduling ain't really that great for the WNBA because all the games are like at the same time every week. Like, so she don't really stagger it out so people can watch games, in a decent way. So like, yeah, I don't have enough. Like I said, I don't have enough information to say like, hey, they fucked up by not taking a deal. And it's all negotiations too. So, but we're gonna see how it all plays out.
Yeah, we will see how it all plays out. Hopefully, ladies, y'all can get some of this money and y'all ain't gotta be all up on this, this foolishness no more. But I gotta say, it was wonderful, coming here, kicking it with the bros, the nice vibe, music vibe.
Always. I mean, we got to keep this music. Like the music got to stay. Like that's the one thing. Like, look,
the music gotta stay.
Like, nigga, like that's what helped me talk as much as I could. Cause I actually, it chilled me out. Cause I was like, I could have gone more. I could have basically talked about how basically this linebacker core is going to be the best in the league. I could have talked about how basically we might have the best wide receiver core in the NFC and possibly the NFL. Like I basically would have went on and on about, the Vikings and like everything. But like this music actually calmed me down and like chilled me out. So I hope y'all like the music too. Like this has been some nice little vibe. Like,
yeah, nice little vibe. Not always remember, we always want you guys to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Tell your people about it. Remember, it's free 99 to go ahead and subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can also catch us many other places. We're uploaded everywhere. So look, if you can't stand to watch the video of us, you can take us on the road with you. Travel. Put us on the Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be here. We have hours and hours and hours and hours of content for you to listen.
So many hours
of content for you to just go back and listen to. Anything you guys want to say before we get about it?
VC, go first.
I want to say it is the kickoff of college football, baby, and I would not be wearing anything other than my Southern University A&M. Southern University A&M College, the baddest band in the land. We are playing tonight on ABC. Go Jags, baby. Playing tonight on ABC against North Carolina. What is it? Central? A&T? One of them, not A&T. Central.
Either way, they about
watch
to take
the halftime is game time. So make sure you check it all out, baby.
I'm a jukebox.
Also, on the other end, Roll Tide, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, that's where we fall off.
Yep, that's where we fall off.
That's where like everything just went sour. Just like, see, you were starting out well, and then you just like you did that Daniel Jones right to the end zone. Like, that's it's fine. We all have ours.
Still there with all that.
Like goodwill. Like I had the Jaguars, had the human jukeboxes, and then you was like, nah, I'm gonna fuck up.
Yeah. What you, Rob? What you got to say before we get about it?
All right, good night, Canada. Good night, Taste. To a few announcements. So, as I talked about last week, we got only backs and only QBs on the sleeper.com and sleeper app for sleeper fantasy football. Just go check that out. I fucked up by not putting it in the show notes last week. I will put it in the show notes this week. We got a week before the draft. So this time next week, we will be having the drafts for both of them. Only backs, we got about 6. We're actually halfway full. 6 of 14 slots taken. For only QBs, we have 9 of 16. So while supplies last, bring your ass. And come get this fantasy football, loving. But yeah, only QBs, only backs. Got those. Also, Brah Migos slices. So as Nate said, we do have a ton of content on our page, but y'all might not want to eat a whole slice. Y'all might not want to eat a whole pie. So we got little slices for y'all of the show that you could take with you. Take it on the run. Just little bite-sized morsels of our show. So Brah Migos Slices playlist is on our YouTube channel. So check us out wherever you get podcasts. Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, your mom's house, everywhere you get podcasts, we are there, right there in the kitchen cupboard. Just go ahead, take you a little slice of our podcast, take it on the go, put it in your pocket, give it to a friend, friend in need, friend, indeed, all that kind of shit. We got all the cliches around here at Brah Migos Podcast, and somebody just left one of the sites. So we got more fantasy football slots open. So come get in and get you some. All right.
Yeah. Come get you some. Brah Migos Podcast. It's Price, Rob, Big Whiskey. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Peace.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Brah Migos Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode.